All right, we're here at Lucas Oil Stadium for Super Bowl 46, Patriots versus, let me think, they're the Giants, that's right. And I'm with someone that might be familiar to a lot of people in the Merrimack Valley. I don't know why he's here 3 to 4 hours before the game, but it seems to be a ritual. Bill Perocchi, why are you here?
What do you mean, why am I here?
Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because I'm the biggest Patriot fan in California. That's why, and I wouldn't miss the Patriots being in the Super Bowl. You know, I think this is my 16th Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all used to go before the Patriots were ever in it, and it was just such excitement just to be at a Super Bowl. But once the Patriots started making the Super Bowls and being out here and seeing them play, it's just awesome. I never missed this, never.
You know, you've been involved in some incredible events at Pebble Beach. You got what tournament coming up this week? I hear Bill Belichick might be playing. That's another subject for another day.
Right.
Do you compare this to a U.S. Open or something you guys run at Pebble Beach?
Yeah, it is. It's very similar to U.S. Open because it's just such a big event. You know, the Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event of all sports. There's nothing like it, and we put on a U.S. Open. You know, I mean, that's the biggest sporting event in golf, and so there's a lot of similarities with transportation and some of the logistics and just how much the fans get into it. You know, it's just such a big event.
You really are a big fan, and let's go back. You were a fan when this team wasn't great.
That's
before
right.
Bob Kraft was
That's
here.
Right. That's
when
right.
McPherson was winning 1 game or 2 games.
Right.
And tell me a little bit how the franchise has changed. Because you've been involved in businesses that have struggled and turned it around.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think probably anybody that's over 50 years old remembers those days of when we were lucky to win a couple of games a year. Games were blacked out, and we were a joke as a franchise. I mean, not just in football, all sports. We're probably the worst franchise that existed. And for Bob Kraft to take over the franchise and, you know, first bringing in Parcells and Bledsoe, and then, of course, Bill and Tommy, it's just, we are so lucky. We are so lucky what we've witnessed here since late 90s, you know, going into now 2011. It's going to end someday, unfortunately, so we ought to enjoy every second, every minute of it, because this has been quite a run we're on.
Talk about why you're here, though, so early, because you have a ritual.
Oh, okay, I got you. So I like to be, and this goes back to, probably goes back to 96, when the Patriots were in 96.
Against Green Bay and New Orleans.
Against Green Bay. I like to be the first one in the stadium at Super Bowls. So we generally get over here 5.5 hours before the game, and if the gates aren't open, then we wait in line, and I like to be the first one in the seat. And we've done that for all the Patriots Super Bowls. We relax, we get caught up on stories, we walk around, and we just take it all in. You know, just take it all in. It's there's nothing like it. So.
I do remember seeing you at the last Super Bowl. Your son was sleeping. He was here so early. I don't know if everyone's into it like you are.
Yeah, I know. I got to convince some of my family members, but my wife's usually pretty supportive. So.
Wives usually are. So.
Yeah, right.
All right. I'm assuming you think it's going to be a close game. You're going to pick the Giants?
Yeah, right. I'm not even sure it's going to be a close game, to tell you the truth. I wrote a little note to myself when I left the hotel room. And it says, I'm going to be happy when I return to the room. The score is going to be 37-21 Patriots.
Wow, that's a blowout.
That's what I feel.
Well, hey, thanks. Say hi to your friends back in the Merrimack Valley.
Miss all my friends and family in the greater Lawrence area. As I say, I live in California. I lived in Pebble Beach for 12 years. We have a home in Seabrook, but Merrimack Valley will always be my home. So that's where I was born, and I got a lot of allegiance to that area.
I probably don't have to say this, but enjoy the game.
Thank you. You too. We'll be celebrating a win here in another 5 hours.
All right, we'll see.